Hello and welcome to the Bopper Plays Railroad Tycoon 2 here as part of Choo Choo Tuesday. Another custom map. We're checking out Oregon and Empire. The year is 1840, and the British Empire is on the verge of losing the Oregon Territory to its former colony, the United States. Perhaps a rail network will strengthen the British claim to the region. There are opponents. Before you begin, there are a few things you ought to know about rail building in the Oregon frontier. Because almost everything necessary to run a railroad must be imported, the cost of maintenance, track laying, and buying new locomotives are all rather higher than normal. Likewise, your railroad is far from the industrial and financial centers of the world, so credit is expensive. However, there are some good news. Early access to the nice American locomotive and wood needed as fuel is cheap and plentiful. Please report bugs here, etc. You are the chief factor of Fort Vancouver, an appointed governor of the vast Columbian River district of Hudson's Bay Company. Though the company is ostensibly private for profit business, you must steer a course which both makes money for the owners and also serves the strategic interests of the British Empire. The arrival of a handful of American mountain men and missionaries has unnerved your superiors. As a number of them came to the Columbia District, which the Americans call Oregon Territory, by land rather than sea, the Oregon Trail of theirs is a potentially serious long-term threat to British control of this region. Back in London, the consensus among owners of the Hudson Bay Company is that the American settlers will begin to arrive in significant numbers in 5 more years. In order to secure the Empire's territorial claims, the Hudson Bay Company must build a railway network to tap the natural resources of the region. You must connect Fort Vancouver, Astoria, Oregon City, and Seattle in 10 years. If you fail, you lose. The Americans will steal all of Oregon. If you succeed, you may then proceed for medals. So there's an explicit loss condition, and then to win you have to do other stuff. Connect to Fort Hall and move 10 loads of cargo within 25 years. Within 40 years, buy out the competition and connect to Salt Lake, Sacramento, and Vancouver. And for gold, have a huge amount of industry profits and personal net worth of 150 million. That's a bit crazy. What does ports do? Ports do passengers, eat lumber and eat food, and they turn paper into coffee. Providing passengers is nice. San Francisco. So we're going to have to buy access to and buy out our competitors in America, which we do not have access to. Ooh, $3 million for the Indian Territory. Yes, it turns paper into coffee. So you sell paper on the international market and you buy coffee. That's also Indian Territory, the Nez Perce Indian Territory, and the Cayuse Indian Nation, which are somewhere in here. It has Fort Walla Walla, very Australianish name. And this one also has a pretty nice city in it. Okay, so where are population centers in the land that I'm actually allowed to access? Here. 2.5. Here. There's a little bit by the coast. Sadly, that doesn't count as a full city, but it will be a full city's worth of passengers. That's 1, 2. Like, each one of these is worth essentially 2 houses worth of passengers. Cosmopolis. And Centralia, which has a lot of cow. We do have ways of processing the cow. That was that bonus thing that we were meant to connect to. That's enough to be a real city. How much is the Indian rights? Like 500,000 and 1 and a bit million. I mean, this is a stupid one. It is. Portland is here. Seattle's up there. What do you mean exactly north? Like it should be here rather than also somewhat east? Seattle is pretty big. 2.5 and something. How lumpy is it? Oh, I didn't see the people there. You were trying to help me find people. Thank you. We're only allowed to build adjacent? Hello? Is this not mine? It is. Then why can't I build adjacent? Huh? I should be able to build there. This is mine. Okay, let's test. This is worth testing. Especially if I'm going to delete this to make a bigger station anyway. That grabs a lot of people. Yet it still won't let me do that. Well, we'll see if it fixes itself once I... I don't want to go down one tile. I mean, I want that house, but I don't want to build in such a way that forces me to, that forces me to have to zigzag across the river. Is losing the 1 grain worth the 2 houses? Probably yes. Okay. Oh, it might have been that I was still on build track in the certain direction mode, which would be my stupidity. Okay, and then where do I want to come down to? I want to come down to here. So the correct thing to target is that. That's better because the high-grade stuff is not on the turn. Goodbye, money. Oh, that hurts. I can't get that last house. Not unless I build on an angle. No, not even if I build on an angle. Last house is just categorically not allowed. Rip. In fact, that's 2 houses that I can't get. That's terrible. Without those 2 houses, that's only 3, which is not acceptable. Am I really going to blow up 1 house to get access to 2 more? Or do we instead build in a zigzag? I think we have to accept that there is a zigzag. As much as it annoys me. Yeah, then that works. Okay, so this could be one opening. Here to here. We're early enough in the timeline that... we've got the American at least. We can have food. We can have the other kind of food. So that would be one option. Let's look at how Seattle would work. 1, 2, 2.5, 3.5 sets of people versus this side's 1, 2.5. So Seattle looks like it would be better for passengers, but it is unreasonably hilly to get over to Seattle. No, that is disgusting. So no, we'll stick with Eugene. Was it Eugene? Yes, Eugene. Yes. But first, let's flatten the ground. Something like that. Is it worth losing 2 houses for the cotton? I don't think so. The Sierras are over 12k feet or so. Of course it's hilly. Some maps absolutely flatten everything to be molehills, even when it's silly. That would work, and that would get me grain and the cow. The only other thing we'd want is that, which works there, or more accurately, there. That would let us do wool into goods. Am I allowed a loan? 17% interest! Oh, no thank you. I think I will live without that loan. I very much think I will live without that loan. They did warn us, they did. Okay. Give you your saloon. And that's it, let's go. Give them a kidney, it'll hurt less. Yeah, once he gets there, he'll make enough money to add in this, and then we can do the cows as well. And that's actually kind of useful in terms of that it means the cows have some time to aggregate. That is going to earn good money. That's also going to earn reasonable money, which means buying out our competitors is going to be a bit rough. Slow down. The Eugene City Zephyr, sure. Sand, water, saloon. This end needs its sand and water. We're far enough away that the hotel, from the big hotel, that we might as well build small hotel. I forget what year big restaurant comes into existence. Am I allowed to sell stock? I should have done that before the train came in, but whatever. I am. That would be enough to... Oh, not quite buy an American. Is Sandwater Saloon a new swanky place to have a drink? The Eugene City Saloon is the swanky new place to have a drink. Here. And then if I issue the stock, I can afford to buy a train. Even if only just. So you're going to go grain to wool, or more accurately, grain to cow, cow to food, food to the other end, loop. Nope, can't afford it. Hope that they don't run into each other. That this takes long enough to load and turn around that this one has gotten onto this doubled track. Yes, lovely. The post office now exists. The stamp is invented. How are you out of sand? I bought sand. Boo, hiss, but whatever. It's not very hilly, you should be fine. That end could also use, grain, so you might as well pick up the spare grain while you're there. He's having trouble with that grade because he's out of sand. Even though we built him his sand thing. Grumble, grumble, grumble. If only I had 2k more, we could have started another train. Maybe I could issue some more stock? No. Ewing Young Dead, the wealthiest American settler in Oregon, left no will, no known heirs, leading Americans discussing the formation of a probate government to deal with Young's estate. And now you don't have water either. Well, luckily this end has both sand and water, so you're about to be fine again. Does the north need double track? Yes. How does turning around work? They turn around magically in the stations. Grab a full set of passengers, slow down, double track everything. Shong. Shong. Okay. And we set up another one of you. Start from the start. That phase and that phase waits. The rest does not. And then we can set up the wool as well. That probably is actually going to need sand and water, annoyingly. We are needing maintenance. You make the most sense to have the maintenance. Go. Wait for this train to get off here and then finish doubling that track. If you double the track while the train is on it, then the train slows down. So I'd rather not do that. And once we have the money for the wool one, we can do wool goods back here. I forgot to turn off the dividend because I'm an idiot, but whatever. You might as well grab the extra passengers and stuff as well, if you're going all the way to the other end anyway with the food. And that's enough to do the wool one, so it was going to be wool to here to back. Wool is probably the heaviest thing we have to deal with at the moment. Only cow is anywhere near as heavy. This end needs its post office. Hotel. This end needs its post office. I'm going to try and hold out for large stations. They're not large stations. Large restaurants. Yeah, that looks good. You can have sand and water so we don't have more sand and water problems of people coming around here. And then if we're going to do one more maintenance bay, I'd like it to be that end. Now, in one sense, it should probably be here rather than there. Hail, Baron. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're almost done. Ding, ding, ding. Yep, just that. And then it was going to be a maintenance bay up here. This is Britain, thank you. Oregon. British Oregon. We're fighting off the Americans, is the official storyline of this map. Currently, the Hudson Bay Company owns this. You've just got some little thing over here in San Francisco. And there are some Indian territories. The Nez Perce Indian Nation and the Cayuse Indian Nation. I don't think there's much... Actually, there's a fair bit inside America of Indian Nation. But it doesn't really have any people in it, so... Well... Winnemucca actually has some people. The rest, not so much. What do we do next? Seeing as we've got all these going... We could have one more wool train delivery... Hudson Bay splits 3 for 1. This corner is causing us problems. And I probably need a second express. End-to-end express. Okay, your job is to get rid of everything there, and then start your loop again. Now what? Do we connect across to Seattle? What was the 5-year goal? What was the 5-year goal? Oh, sorry, 10-year. We had 10 years to do something, else we fail. We needed to connect Fort Vancouver, Astoria, and Oregon to Seattle. So we've already got Fort Vancouver. That counts as Oregon. That might actually not count as Fort Vancouver, annoyingly. Even though it's called Fort Vancouver. Yeah, it doesn't look like it does. We'll have to build something stupid there. And we needed to connect it to... What was the other one? Seattle and... Fort Vancouver, Astoria. So down here on the coast. And we've got 8 years to do that. So across there, down here, up there. Yeah, wait for us to have some more money. Building across the rivers is going to be an expensive thing. Ah, we need a customs house here. Sure enough. Because you are exporting the food via port. Fair enough. The Wolf Meeting becomes forum for American self-determination. Meeting starts with a discussion of the need to control predators, ends with the formalization of a committee to investigate organizing a government. They were anarchists until now. Yes, this hill is causing problems again. Speed up one. Good lord, we could have another express. The Hudson Bay Company has ruled over Oregon for a generation, and now all of a sudden, these upstart Yanks think they own the place. Perhaps their leaders are reasonable men. A few well-placed contributions might convince this committee to return a report which will convince the rank and file to think twice before claiming sovereignty over part of the British Empire. On the other hand, the Americans are a contentious lot and prone to holding grudges. Perhaps it would be wise simply to let democracy take its course. We will not interfere. No bribes. Well, at least not on the giving of bribes side. We will happily listen to offers of bribes. Consider the merit of all proposals placed before us. Unfortunate breakdown. But you are about to ding fantastically. Eugene demands mail more than people, so do a full set of mail. It reminded you of Yes, Minister? This breakdown is causing issues. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is... Oh my gosh, it has Japanese. That's a bit crazy. Did I have to eat all the competition? Yes. So, I have to take over this person, potentially. I mean, we are richer than the other two. It's not that insane to think that we could do it. What are the market conditions like at the moment? No. No. Also no. That 6 is murderous. And then how are we going to get over here? Do we just power straight across and say we do not deviate? You know what? We'll make a test. I don't mind doing this for the sake of this, because when they say you have to build connected track, it makes it hard to test out what the grades are where you want to build. It's a plan. So, like, I don't know whether I want to come across here, and then across here, and then go up and left, or if going just straight across makes more sense, even though it is hilly. Straight across doesn't work because of the river. That doesn't look too bad, aside from that 6. Just go straight over Mount Helens. 12, 12, 12! That's a lot of 3s and 2s. That's kind of livable. It is at least a delicious straight. Yeah, I think I'm living with that. I don't like the 4.2 there. Can we avoid that 4.2? It's a perfectly dormant volcano. Is it actually an active volcano? I thought... Well, actually, no. This coast is geologically unstable. This coast has earthquake issues. So, maybe it is an active volcano. Maybe I can get away without even... No. I was going to say, can I stay on the diagonal? I cannot. So the turn is necessary. If the station was up here, it would reach everything. Yep, I like that more. Make the turn not so hilly. Okay, now in theory we have Seattle to Oregon. 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. Not the best, not the worst. No, I haven't heard of the eruption of Mount Helens in the 80s. I'm not quite 1980 old. Old man Blobber is old, but not quite that old. Go. Everything is a bit busy here, you ding. There is a grassroots movement. You can't believe I haven't memorized all the volcanic eruptions since train existed. Among the Americans, which favors turning Oregon into an independent country. Whilst this would clearly serve the interests of the British better than allowing it to be part of the US, most of the people who favor independence are Southerners. Their intent is clear: to make slavery legal. You could contribute $50,000 to support this independence movement. Or do you insist that the British laws against slavery be respected? We will give some money to help it not become American. That is a small enough bribe that we can justify that. And now this way. Just in case there was a custom map about it. How's our sand going? About a quarter. Considering that it's barely left the station, that's worrying. We could add one here that would let us go cows here back. Is there another cow processor nearby? Absolutely not. Just take 2. Leave some for the last guy. It's a bit unfortunate that they've synced up. You're doing okay. You probably need a sanding about here. The question is, can you get there as well? Yes. I think that's fine. You've never played 2, you only played 1. We are yet to play 1. It's on our to-do list. We have a dictator for it, one morning that Goka's about. It's installed. We even have the scene ready for it. You played 3 a ton 2, you skipped 2. I don't like 3 as much as 2. I much prefer 2 to 3. If I do that, we're going to need some actual trains to go, though. I think turning that corner is acceptable in exchange for not building a bigger station. Because of how heavy the cows are, we will go here, cow there, and only do 2 at a time. We'll make 2 of them. There is no longer a... So you can become something else now that we're ahead of the wool market. Like, you could become that wool. So once you get to Oregon, your new job is to go Seattle... How do we do this? It's here, there, there. You're currently doing this phase, and in the future, you wait for that. And I should probably drop this to 2 because of the corner. I'm tempted to do the same to the other one that's doing food. No, because it's not taking the cows around the corner, it's taking food around the corner. Is 3 any good? Yeah, 3 is pretty decent. There are some things that 3 does really well. 3 does the way that passengers move around a lot better than 2. And the source and sink system is a more sensible system for pricing goods than just distance pricing. It also does gentle curves. So the way that you build curvy rails with slow, gentle curves to keep the train speed high, etc., is a lot better than this one. But there are some silly things with 3. The way that the industry system works, that you can often win a number of the campaign maps without building a train. To have a train game in which it is possible to win without train is just stupid. Oh. No, you were meant to go there. Ah, shit. Well, now you're waiting to turn around. That's my bad. Okay, it made it end to end quite happily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Neither of them appear to have run out of sand. Was that rail connected? Sorry? In the fall of 18... Oh, do you mean the bridge here? Where there's like a... Everything is connected. Yes, it has to be. I can't build disconnected on this map. In the fall of 1843, nearly 1,000 American men, women and children struggled into the Willamette Valley. The Oregon Trail is open. However, the journey was so difficult that many of the newcomers were all but destitute. Some were forced to eat their seed corn to survive. Others had to throw away their farm equipment in order to lighten the load of their covered wagons. With many more immigrants certain to follow in their footsteps, there will be a famine unless these people can establish farms. Will you offer them credits at the company's trading post? It's not my problem or help the Americans. No, we don't operate on credit. Cash only. Credit? No. Money down. Okay, we need to also connect over to here. Which means we do have to cross this river. Smooth Lionel Hutz reference. We love our Lionel Hutz. Oh, that is a disgusting... 5% grades. Blah! Blah! Try and ignore them. But we have to do this for the mission to not explode. Okay, there's Astoria. And the last thing was we needed to re-establish Fort Vancouver. Wasn't it? No, not here. Fort Vancouver, Astoria, Oregon City, and Seattle. That's Oregon. That's Astoria. Oregon counts. Fort Vancouver does not. Seattle does, so I need to re-establish this stupid thing. Which is just that I shouldn't have deleted the starting one, but whatever. Now we shouldn't explode at the 10-year mark because of that. What next, then? Where's the nearest lumber processor? There is none? No, there. Or here, but I'm not carrying lumber over those stupidly heavy high-grade hills. That would be insanity. 7, 8... No, that's just not happening. Thus showing snobby train company. How though? They've already sold us all their weapons and tools to riot with. They're gonna riot with their fists. The poor starving people. Barely have the strength to move their bodies. Suplex my train? Good luck. Okay, next thing to do after this was what? Buy out the competition to connect Salt Lake City, Sacramento, and the city of Vancouver. So you want me to buy out this guy? In the desert? $2 million. Ooh, okay, we're gonna make some more money. Then we need to connect Fort Hall And move loads between Fort Hall and there. Now, where was this? Was this the one that was up here? No, that's Fort Okananga. Where's Fort Hall? I see Fort Boys. Desiree, you believe? People are happy about our profits. We could start working on our industry profits as well. Fort Hall is in Idaho? North of Salt Lake. Ah, there. Holy moly, that is a long way to get across. In 20 years, you need me to be over there? Really? And move 10 loads of cargo between Fort Hall and Fort Vancouver. Which doesn't actually have a fort there, which is a bit frustrating. Ah, but this is mine. Okay. Yeah, at least once we get over the mountains, it's relatively flat. This isn't too bad. Run along Snake River. So the ways out are either this, Columbia River, or Rouge River, or perhaps here. Honestly, that's not that bad. Just powering over the mountains feels not the most unreasonable. I can even see that working. Like, there's a reasonable length of straight there. I mean, not those bits where it goes up to 10, but 5 and 6 we could handle. Yeah, we probably just punch out straight like that. Ooh. That's not bad either. What about there? That's also fairly okay. And what about trying to go out through here? Nope, I see a red number there. Yeah, it looks better to just go straight out. This isn't... The gorge isn't wide enough to be useful. Straight over the Three Sisters. We're going to the side of the sisters. Oh, you mean this one. Yeah, this isn't so bad either. 666. But I was planning on doing this one. Which was a little bit nicer. Still, we need a lot of money for that. We're not there yet. Next time, please grab more passengers. Tunnels? That's one thing this game does not do that it would be nice if it was. Tunnels. Go higher, John Henry. We do have mountain track building cheaper man, Van Horn. Buying Californian rights and buying out this seems reasonable. How expensive are they? He actually already owns a significant component of his own company. How much would the merger cost? Maybe 12 million-ish? And I'd rearrange this. This one is fine. So is that. The Republic of Oregon is established. Lansford W. Hastings elected president. President Hastings promises to seek diplomatic recognition from the major powers and protect the rights of slave owners. So our little bribe has gone well. Back to the start of the loop for you. Do I really buy that access and look at buying you out? The longer I leave it, the tougher it becomes to do. What was the other one that dinged? Because I heard a second ding. 6? Yeah, that's fine. 6 and what's the other one? 3. No, that's also fine. You could take 2 mail as well. We could definitely have a couple more of these food ones. 1, 2. One mail. It would kind of be nice if there was an economic collapse so that I could buy them cheaper. Your friends in the government have arranged a little political payback in gratitude for your help last year. They passed the hat and collected a personal, extremely unofficial gift of 100k to repay your generous financial support for their independence movement. Our bribe paying off. So do I do this or do I start powering over to Fort wherever? Hmm. Because my concern is just how few output this is going to have. So getting 10 loads across when it only outputs like 2.5 loads worth of stuff a year means we need to be there a lot earlier than you'd think. I can't just connect it at the last moment and expect to drag everything across unless I store stuff in here. But this has actually got too many houses in it to store stuff. The Fort Vancouver rocket is fine. So I can't even use that little trick. We could have some more goods ones. Maybe not, because you're actually about to get there. Earning twice the competition. That is almost certainly worth it to buy, but everything else is probably a bit more meh. Speed up one. Maybe even 2 more. President Polk offers friendship to our brothers in Oregon. Remarks in Polk's inaugural address are seen as a first step towards full diplomatic recognition of the Republic of Oregon. Two more? One more. A group of American settlers from California have come to ask for your help. They are planning to overthrow the Mexican authorities and seize power, but they need money to smuggle in some cannons. Without artillery, their troops will be unable to mount a credible assault on their Mexican strongholds. If you help them, the Americans promise to give the Hudson Bay Railroad Company full track and train rights in California, assuming that their coup is successful. So pay about 1/3 of the normal cost, but only if these guys are successful. I don't know what the odds are, or if it's like 100% they fail, but I'll take a bet on getting the access for 1/3 cost. Yeah, that 4 is a bit murderous. But once they get over it, it's okay. Even that's too... No, I was going to say that's too many, but it's not. Well, if we get that cheaper, I can probably afford to buy the this train setup sooner. Is there anything else between us and there that's actually worth connecting to? That's a firm nope. There's a lot of iron and coal. Is there anywhere that can actually use them? No. There's absolutely nothing here. There is some nice things in the Indian Territory, but that's a bit out of the way. I don't know that there's... It doesn't look like there's anything in the nothingness. At least not to start with. Can we get given that territory rights, please? How long do we have to wait to find out if that happens? And actually north for Vegas? Economy cooling. Good. I want cold though, so I can buy them up cheap. Not just cooling, cold. Six and three. 3 is fine. 6 is also fine. 8. 2 and 2. The US goes to war against Mexico. Border dispute inherited from the Lone Star Republic. US says border is the Rio Grande River. Mexico claims it's the Nueces. 2. Good. You know, I'm almost tempted to add this in. But is it really that much further away than these two? It's probably about twice as far away. Rebellia in California. American settlers in armed revolt against Mexican authorities. This one is about to ding. Bring in a nice $500,000. Mexican resistance collapses. Rebels declare the Republic of California. With the Mexican army hard-pressed by the American invasion back east, there are no reinforcements available to put down the coup. Apparently the only thing that's available here is a mail. So does that mean I get my... Yes, I get my access. Okay, how much would merging with you cost, friend? 17 million. If I'm earning 3 million a year, that's about 4 years away. Do I do that, or do I buy these accesses and start delivering food to the Indians? Let's have a test of that. Because it very much looks like I could add in extra cow deliveries to here, and then we could go out to there. That actually looks kind of acceptable as well. Yeah, we were doing a test, so I'll just reload, and if it doesn't produce anything sensible, maybe we could have used the cannons to blow up the mountain range, do some terraforming. The 6 is not good. What if we blow up you? Like, that's kind of okay. Yeah, that looks pretty okay. And that turn isn't the greatest, but everything else is. So that's one option. That's a second option. That way looks better. And how bad is it to get? Horrible, horrible. Okay, the game doesn't want you going over here. Fair enough. So it was blow up that and go diagonally if we want to do that. Do I want to start doing that so I can meet my 10 deliveries to Fort Hall? in 20 years. Yes, I'm going to do that now. I'd rather be ahead of that and wait on buying out the Americans. Hail Maury. We have had a couple of US maps. We had the Yosemite Valley, Jameson City, and now we're doing Oregon. Do I blow that up just for the sake of a straight line? Probably yes. Okay, we got to buy those Indian rights again. Done. Start blowing up their farms. Sorry, Indians. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. The other option would be to come up that way. Or we could just blow up this as well. No, that's pretty terrible. Something like that. Yep, that looks good. So I didn't need to blow up that timber mill, but whatever. Okay, there's Fort Hall. Done. It wants food, grain, coffee, produce, people, mail. One sec, sorry. Cough, cough, cough. Shove you here. Standing water. Then probably about here. Standing water maintenance. And then about here, maybe a medium. Who knows? Maybe we want to access that farm one day. Sanding water. Probably about here. Same deal. Sanding water roundhouse. And then we definitely want more sand and water here. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, and now end-to-end expresses between Fort Vancouver and there. Which doesn't get listed here, unfortunately. Gosh, cough, cough, cough. Cheers all. Does it say which direction they have to go? It doesn't say which direction they have to go. So let's hope that that direction is acceptable. In which case delivering food in that direction works. And these grains could come all the way up to here to become food and get yanked back. Maybe groups of 3. Convert them into food. And take them to Fort Vancouver Depot. That is your loop. Then that one here, there. Go. We're definitely going to want a second copy of each of those, but not yet. And we will start our actual genuine express. Also, time has passed enough that we now are allowed to have dining cars. So we should be re-microing all of these with dining cars now. Casual $1.5 million for 2 carriages. Six. Provincial government falls and looming threat of famine. Early immigrants lacked the resources to start farms and now there are too many mouths to feed. Only help from the local Indian tribes is preventing widespread starvation. 1 male. If only I'd helped. I wasn't greedy. I'm not giving you credit. Pay for the food that you want. That's not greed. Charity cases. One, two, three. Give me more free stuff. Mwah! We will double some of this track that we see as actually being useful to double for the moment, because it will stop these two running into each other. You know what? I've kind of got the cash. Let's just double the whole section back to here. We've got enough to make another one of you. And we can start one from the other end as well. And a second one from the other end. Greedy my backside. Dining car, now that we're allowed them. Still no big restaurants though. Grumble, grumble. Mexico City falls to American forces. Mexico accepts Rio Grande River as U.S. border, cedes long-established settlements of El Paso and Santa Fe. Double the rest of this. Is it worth getting rid of those 2 extra turns? It probably is. Well, it's only 1 extra turn, but it's still probably worth getting rid of. Even if it does mean that this is a turn like that. Although that 5.5 is a bit... Okay, now I see why we were avoiding it. No, undo. Undo, that was not worth having. Back to like that. Absolutely not putting up with the 5. Time for the duplicate of you. And the duplicate of the other one. So bend and Fort Boys. Now these will still eat iron happily. So I could connect up the iron that's along the road. Massacre at Waila Tupu. Missionaries Marcus and Narcissa Whitman slain. Renegade Cayuse Indians attack and burn the Whitman mission station near Fort Walla Walla. Several deaths, at least a dozen women and children kidnapped. Walla Walla. Very Australian name. So it was you. And you. So maybe grab 1, 2, 3, 4, bring it down to goods and then take it to the other end. You're big enough to actually want goods, aren't you? Yes, you are. We don't have the money for another train. Fine, wait a second. We have a lot of money tied up. Whitman Mission's hostages ransomed. Peace restored. The settlers in the Willamette Valley are too busy trying to survive to organize a militia to ride out against the Cayuse. We have a lot of invested money waiting for it to finish its end-to-ends here, and then we'll be rich beyond our wildest dreams. Neutral, which is fair enough. Come on, I need like 2 dings, 1 for this, and, well, 3 dings. I need 1 for another one of these, and then 2 iron to goods things. Eight and 2. Okay, we wanted 1 more. Damn it, it's already gone. So then we want iron, goods that way. We would like 2 of those. I'm sure you'll overtake him once he goes in his little side lane. You could also add in lumber. These 2 to here becomes lumber pretty easily. Damn, I thought medium would reach it. Fine, big station it is. I mean, the 4 there is pretty disgusting, but that's not so bad. We're too poor, fair enough. We need to wait for another ding. Like that. Okay, and then we can add logs to Eugene. And then 1 set of logs to Fort Hall. Maybe? Yeah, that's, well... yeah, between the 2 of those, that's probably about right. Gold! Gold from the American River. Major placer deposits found in California. Oregon's rush south to make their fortunes abandoning their farms and businesses. Fort Hall. And then is there any way of using the... slow down. Is there any way of using the... no. The nearest paper is in Salt Lake. The nearest demand for paper is in Salt Lake. This whole Oregon thing doesn't seem to be working out well. Might as well burn it down. I mean, it's not that we want it, we just don't want America to have it, is the level's storyline description. Looks like we might need 1/3 of the food ones. Attempts to reconstitute the provincial governments failed. Every able-bodied man from 15 to 50 is headed to the goldfields. Holding a valid election is deemed impossible. Does anywhere want coal? Only here. No, I'm not doing with all those extra turns to deliver that coal somewhere. I'm sorry. What we can do is start another Fort Vancouver. No, we could start another Fort Hallend. Yes, we could. Are the first of those about to arrive yet? Yes. That's going to make us a cool $1 million. Speed up one. So do we want a third iron mine one then? Yes, we do. Eight. Very pleased. Net worth is good. Subsidiary industries. Wait, what subsidiary industries? Oh, we own money from this. Yes, that's true. Here we go. First big ding. Just got to get around one more set of corners. That one didn't work well for you. You're mostly empty. Grumble, grumble. One of the immigrants whom you helped back in 43 has paid you back with interest. He says that he struck it rich running a still down in California and now owns the biggest saloon in Sacramento. He's decided to remain and only came back to collect his family. Upon reflection, he feels he owed you for getting him on his feet. Ah, bugger. One of the good ones blew up. You please wait. Although, maybe... No, you know what? Just take that for the moment. Next time round, you can take a real amount of stuff. It's time for the third of the grain ones. So find grain one number 1. Duplicate you. Find grain one number 2. Duplicate you. That should be enough now, I think. Woo. 26, 9, something. This is the one that we're super waiting for. And then we should start buying these things like you, like the sheep here. Possibly this. Possibly that. Weirdly enough, that. I'm surprised that you're lucrative, but okay. Good money is better than no money. We're ready for one more of these then. Why not? So close. You can do it. And that means that we should start buying our own stock, because it's going to go ballistic. I'll go up to 50. I don't really want more debt than that. Something isn't going right about that. Please wait for at least that. Bloom is off the economic boom. We can definitely have another timber one. But I don't really know where we'd deliver it. How plausible is it to connect out to you? Not really. What about this one? I mean, that's not great. But that bit's downhill, and then the uphill bits after a straight. I think we can live with that. We might need one in here. Okay, so now we want a logs to here to there. There, we're using somewhat more of the logs. You're about to ding, and there is enough for a whole one of you. Hell, we could add another one. And I don't see a reason not to. It's going to make good money. That means we should start buying you. And very possibly these food ones now. Hudson Bay Company splits. So you. And you. And then possibly these. And that guy, he's turning the iron into goods. Turn round. one more iron one. It depends if there's a goods train further along here. It does not look like there is, so one more iron one. This is almost here. Which says this is the last one of the food ones we need. I need the boys one. That is the last one of the food ones we should need. Now the food and iron loops are closed. New explosive comes to Oregon. Dynamite has proven to be a safer, more powerful alternative to blasting powder. Experts say cheaper track laying will allow access to mountain resources. That's worth buying. These not so much. Six. And finally, large restaurant exists. Large restaurant. Large restaurant. Large restaurant. Large restaurant. Another one of them. God damn it. It said there were two of them when I clicked. Oh well. Still makes good money. Just not as good money. Seriously? Okay, this needs sand here. I didn't realize. It is probably cheaper just to replace you so that everything after you speeds up. This needs a customs house because it counts as a different nation. Now, could I connect here to there? It wouldn't matter because Fort Walla Walla is only 3 people. Okay. You've definitely paid for yourself $1 million worth of food delivery. This is busy enough to deserve telegraph poles. So is this. United States threatens action to annex Salt Lake settlements. Fearing religious persecution under US rule, the Mormon leader warns his people to prepare for a siege. And another one. Missed opportunity to destroy all the Mormons? Congratulations, you've hauled the necessary 10 cartloads. You have until 1880 to fulfill the silver requirements. Okay, which is absorb our competitors. Which, now that we make mad money, should be pretty easy. $16 million. Should only take us like... Boo, Desert Outlaws. 3 years to save up that much. I should see if cheaper Fuelman is available. Alas, no. But 50% fewer robberies has suddenly become a lot more meaningful. Because every time it robs us of like $1 million. So we're going to change over to almost no robbery man. Duplicate. Ding, 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 ding. Kind of looks like doubling this is worthwhile. They were running into each other a bit. You know what? We're going to lower that. So that it goes faster over the lump. I don't like how much this is slowing down things over that lump there. I'm also a bit worried that he's almost at the point of being able to buy out half his own company, because then he'll never want to sell it. One more. Yeah, that breakdown doesn't really get in the way of anything at the moment. What it probably means is that the ones that we just decreased by 1, though, we probably want to add in 1 more of these. That said, I kind of feel like there's already enough traffic here. On the other hand, we do still have spare grain. And spare cow. Okay, we'll add in another. No, you need to turn around. Oh, come on, I just bought the no bloody bandits attack us guy. Boo! Boo hiss. Almost enough to make you want to buy a caboose. Almost. 75% fewer robberies. It's not worth the speed loss. Boo earns. Okay, one more year's revenue and we should be able to buy out California. Out of interest, how much money did we make on industry profits? Nowhere near enough. Is it lifetime profits or per year? That isn't clear. Is it lifetime or... Let's go look at this. Annual. Yeah, no. So we need to be using more industries. Though I don't know what else to add because we're already... Ooh, we need more iron ones. Okay. 1, 2. Except that those ones can deliver to over here. Try and stop this being so over-flooded with goods. Spread the love a bit. The Gadsden purchase secures potential rail corridors to Southern California for the US. US purchases worthless strip of Mexican desert in the hope that it will someday provide rail access to the Pacific coast. Oof. We kind of need another green one. I thought we were closed on those. Ah, but you're about to arrive there, and then it's fine. You kind of need telegraph. So does this. I could even hear a case for this having one. Okay, in theory we have enough money to merge. He's bought a majority of his own company. Ugh. That's awkward. New party on the US political scene. The Republicans, disaffected Whigs, and anti-slavery Democrats unite to form the New Republican Party. The Whig Party threatened with collapse by defections. Yeah, we need one more of you, sadly. But apparently not there. Which is odd. Try and keep the price at 60. Good. I'm sorry, but it's kind of more worthwhile me leaving those for this guy to absorb. Night CK Hawk. You're welcome. I've had a lovely time. I especially loved our little rap thing. Oh god. I'm so happy with that. Our Choo Choo train rap. Blobber of the train streams. I should do the musical parody stuff more often. Split 2 for 1. We only earned 400k and we need to be earning 1 million and something. Keep pumping that price up. They are still great to play. Very true. How could we start making some more industry money? I mean, that needs cows. There are cows that we can add without too much trouble. Here. Here. I mean, that to there, that to there, that to there. There's a whole lot of extra industry profit we could be making. Okay. So your loop is grab grain to here, grain to there, grain. Grain to here, grain to there. And then separately to that we want these two. Honestly, it's... Actually, the Prussian is more expensive, so even though that's ridiculous. The American is the better train, it costs less to run. Okay, and then that means I want to buy this, this, and this. What else can we add without too much trouble? Is there other cow nearby here? You know what? We'll do here, there, up to the cow. Okay, and then to here. Probably needs sanding and water here. And then that side has a roundhouse. Check. So the new loop is grain to cow to food. Although, you know what? Let's just split them into one component bits. So grain here and grain here and... The transcontinental telegraph is to be built, in hope of countering growing British influence. And then the other thing is cows to there, to nowhere. We could also deliver these to those cows. I can't get both in a single thing, which is a bit disappointing. Gonna have to have another turn. Or we could just use a big station. There, that's your job. Grain here, and again, and again, and again. We could add in that. Done. We're essentially turning normal profit into industry profit. We can have a look at how bad it is to connect across to here. That's pretty horrible. I mean, as long as it's going that way, it's not so bad, right? Because that's downhill. From here to there isn't so bad. The back trip is bad. Okay, once a year I expect you to make that trip. You can have a sanding and water on this side as well. And then I want these two to come to this. Okay, maybe just this one. The other one is a bit awkward. Done. Nah, it doesn't matter that it's awkward. That's such a short distance that it can deal with that. There. I'm sure you'll manage. Maybe that end will need a sand. There is plenty of cow and farm deliveries that could happen up there. It's fine. You need everything. And then it's... One. Two. Grain to cows to there. Can I please have that? Only if it's at an angle. Fair enough. Grain to cows to there. And last one. We need to double this whole section. Is grain to cows to there. Done. There's these cows. Actually, could we get away with this just being a single straight? That would be rather convenient. Yep, no turn needed. Fantastic. We might even need 2 of those, we'll see. That should make this print money. No, let's look elsewhere. We can do these to that one. Sure, why not? Oh, because we don't have access in Indian territory. Done. We have access everywhere. So 1 is like that. 2 is those are all disgusting. That one's the least disgusting. And 3 is like that. Can that coal go anywhere useful? Not soon. So we now need 3 of these to do logs here. You know what, we might just do logs here, logs here, logs here, and have 2 of them cycling that. No, but at that point, why not just have 3? 1, 2, 3. Bridges the Old Man River. The first bridge over the Mississippi River is hailed by locals as a symbol of the United States' destiny in the West. Okay. You know what that'll do? Give this till the end of the year. Buy up all those new industries. Mississippi Bridge closed by steamboat collision. He rams the bridge 2 weeks after its opening. Boat owners claim that their right-of-way was blocked by the new bridge. Whig Party unable to field presidential candidate. It collapses because the party leadership refused to take a firm stand against slavery. Okay, this one should make money this year. Renegade outlaws captured. That should be purchased. And now so should this, and this, and this, and this. And this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. We definitely need 2 of those, fair enough. And this, and this. Okay, that should be a nice heaping helping extra industry profits. And you, and you, and this, and this. And that? The US invades desert. Mormon irregulars turn back the army. Mormon militia capture 2 army wagon trains. Force federal troops to withdraw for lack of food and ammunition. Looks like we could use a second one of them. And then that. And kind of looks like we could use a second one of you, which then means these two. Mormons lead Indian attack on immigrant wagon train. That's still only about a third of what we need. How can you be losing money? You're getting given a lot of logs. Boo. Well, then we'll give you more logs. There. That suggests that doubling this is worthwhile. The transatlantic telegraph is inaugurated. Queen Victoria exchanges message with the US President to open the first oceanographic telegraph. It fails. Problems with installation have plagued it. It's now failed entirely. Planning already underway for an improved replacement. We could add in this one. And that way we could lower you to just do 3. Because we would have another one that goes here, there, there. And then double that section of track. $800K, halfway there. But I've really... What more could I possibly be earning industry profit with? Could be doing that. Could be doing that. That actually looks really bad. I don't know that we... Well, it's only doing it once a year. Surely it can manage to do that. Yeah, and that bit's downhill, so that's fine. Which means you should be the one with the maintenance. The other end of this will want sanding and water, though. Okay, we want one. Oh, and good luck knowing where it goes. It needs to go from Salem Place to Salem Depot. And then from Salem Depot to Salem Adjunct, we're hoping. Yes. And that's your loop. Whilst the other one does Salem Crossing to that. Once a year. Okay, and that means you are worth buying, and you are worth buying. I mean, we could add in these logs, why not? It's downhill. We tell ourselves it's downhill, so it's okay. Right, it's all downhill. She'll be fine. It's downhill.
I've got freedom to sing the blues. I've got freedom to spread the good news. Well, I got freedom in the morning, freedom at night. Freedom gonna help me to see the light. I've got freedom from all of my pain.
And I can buy that thing.
From the pouring rain. Well, freedom in the morning, freedom
And we could, in theory, add in those ones, but
to see the light. Lord, I had some troubles. You know I had them bad. But Lord, all my troubles really, really made me sad. Freedom came and took my blues. Yes, they did. I've got freedom in the morning and freedom at night. And freedom gonna help me to see the light. Yeah.
Mormon settlers declare the kingdom of the desert. They're claiming that they have found the promised land. The leader declares himself leader of the Theocratic Republic. We should be delivering those sheep to here. Do it two at a time, because sheep are heavier than the cows. And that means we should buy that. Are there any more nearby sheep? I mean, it's nearby-ish. But I don't really want to add more traffic along this line. I don't mind that. Well, actually, it doesn't look that busy. Maybe two of those. Same story there. Two of those. Absolutely will need sand and water. Okay. What else? We could add in this one. We might not need two of those. Really? Okay, that needs a maintenance bay. Fair enough. Oh. Economy crashes. The abolitionist irregulars raid Virginia arsenal, prompting southern states to mobilize militia. Violence at Harper's Ferry stirs passion throughout the nation. Is the US headed to a civil war over slavery? So we buy this now. We will make a save first in case they reject it, because that would be terrible. We absorb California, which puts me back into profitable territory. Now we've got to rearrange this, so... Please die. So I want one that does that. And then one that does that, and everything else is excess to requirements. So goodbye. 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 There. Come on, let me select you. Your job is here, here. Forever. Done. Your job is here, here, forever. That is all. And then how do we absorb this region into... Oh, also, is it a reasonable time to buy out this one? Yes, it is. $10 million? Sure, we'll take some loans for that. He says no. I'm sorry, what? I'm offering you double the market price. Double the market price, you jerk. I can't buy his vanity? Thank you. Okay. We've bought out all the competitors. So, tick. Now, do we connect to them? Technically not yet. Salt Lake, Sacramento, and Vancouver. So we go here, and we say crappy bridges, and then we say connection exist. We needed Salt Lake City, Sacramento, and Vancouver. Salt Lake City tick. Now Sacramento and Vancouver. Where are these other things? Well, there's Vancouver. Tick. And what was the other one? Sacramento. Here. So in other words, network this one, I don't know, up there, or over to here. Up there is cheaper. Done. So, we've done this, and then we need the industry profits and 150 million personal net worth. Was it 150 million? Yes, 150 million. So it would need to be a lot more than this. Now, admittedly, this should be double. But even then, it needs to be like 10 times that. Yeah. I don't know that I particularly care for getting that gold. That is... I think it's probably doable, but it's very fiddly to make that much personal wealth by that time. Let's give it one more year of personal profits. Lincoln reaffirms the right of secession in an inaugural speech. The revolutionary right to dismember or overthrow a government. Civil war erupts. Commodity prices are rising as war drags on. We're like 2/3 of the way to that. Non-aggression treaty with Mormons. The Confederacy declares war on them in response. Yeah, I don't see, I don't know that I see earning that money being very, very pleasant. We could probably cheese it by going up and down the stock market a couple of cycles. Three times this, that would get us to about half the money we need if we cheesed it with up and down the stock market 3 cycles. And how long do we have? "16 more years. The Confederates attempt to arm their slaves. That's always gone well. Never led to the slaves revolting. Yeah, we'll just speed up and get the silver. The gold is a bit too tedious, I think. This is almost within reach, but the company worth one is a bit... We could set up a couple of long distance, like extra long distance, these across to here, and it would work. But it's... yeah, I'm not interested. I know it's doable, but it's more tedious to me than interesting. So we'll just speed 5 it to the end. Connect all of these to all of these and have them doing long range. Long range passengers. And in fact, we're fine. Oh, really? Well, goodbye my personal wealth. We absolutely aren't getting gold. Ka-ching, we're completely... Can I just have my silver, please, game? No, apparently. Well, we know we've met the silver conditions. I'm being punished for not wanting to micro more. So no, we're declaring that a silver win. We know it is.